Well, David, it's been 10 years since we've been together, helping patients, treating them, guiding them. It's been really fun working with you. We both know almost every product, how to use every food. We know all the different brands of supplements, which ones are good, which ones aren't, how they work, when they should be taken away, when they should be changed. Very, very few doctors, natural doctors, know this. Most are just learned all their nutrition on a weekend seminar. But you and I have 25 years for you, as I understand, about 35 years for me. And that's our foundation. Today, in today's world, the patients aren't as well as they used to be, and it's twice as hard to get them better.
It was easier 15, 20 years ago. Make a few supplements, a few dietary changes, and people bounced back. But I think years of stress, funky stuff in the water, inappropriate food choices, lack of exercise, we're not as healthy as a population as we were even a quarter of a century ago, which is kind of scary when you consider that we've got an aging population on the horizon.
I know that in my practice, since I'm an expert in kinesiology, I have to determine, are there structural problems from their structure, or is it a degradation of their tissue, their elastic tissue, their connective tissue? Is it breaking down? Is it turning crystals? Is it growing old? Or is it an organ problem? And I find that only through nutrition and supplementation can that be corrected. So all the treatments that I can possibly do to balance them will not be of benefit in the long run if we don't get them on the nutrition.
It necessitates educating people to get to a point where they assume some responsibility. It's not our purpose to fix them, it's our purpose to educate them, and they're to go home and take their supplements, they're to make the dietary changes. It's got to be a cooperative venture between us and the patients. Well, I think, if we can do it, why can't other people, if they're given the tools to work with?
Yes.
We don't have to accept decline as a normal part of the aging process. I mean, nobody gets out alive. We can have 70 good years, 20 okay years, and 5 years in the nursing home, or we can have 85, 90 good years and just wake up dead one morning, which is the way that I would prefer to do it.
The quality of health of the average human has, in this country, and has gone down to such a degree, it is hard work for us now.
We're worse now
We
than
have
we
to
were.
think, we have to analyze, we have to motivate twice as hard. It takes 3 times more adjustments to get something to come around. Is we have to have the patients understand that they're maybe not as healthy as they think. Just because they're symptom-free doesn't mean they're healthy. You and I, we can see their flesh, we can see their fat, we can see the shape of their body, we can see their posture, color of their skin. They don't necessarily see that, and they've been trained through the insurance industry and through medicine that unless they have a catastrophic symptom, that they're really, really healthy.
If it doesn't hurt today, it's okay. But then when you look at blood work, and with national norms being created demographically, we miss a lot of things. It's a pathology yardstick. But when you look at narrower parameters on just a routine blood chemistry, you see a lot of things. And when you go down the blood chemistry, well, do you have this? Well, yeah. Well, do you have that? Well, yeah. And I thought you said you were healthy. Well, but that's not that often. Okay, are you heavily invested in that? Do you want to have that symptom? Or do you want to let go of it and be healthy? So few people really experience that level of health that I call radiant health, that they don't even know, or they'll get a glimpse every now and then. And when we first start working with people, well, how are you doing? Well, I felt really good yesterday, but then I don't feel too good today. Well, did you overdo it yesterday? Because if you're not capable of seeing that point, that degree of clarity, you would never experience it. But in that you can see that, even if it's just momentarily, that's the goal that we want to go for. So that becomes your new baseline. And all things are malleable, but we're all the end result of everything we've done the last 20, 30, 40, 50 years. And when you stop to think and look in retrospect, I know the things that I've done over the last 50 years, and I don't have to make those choices anymore, but anything that I can do to undo that and undo the damage that I've done and help to heal that damage, I'm definitely going to do, because I don't know what's on the forefront in the future. I don't know that Medicare is going to be here, the social service is going to be here down the road. So not having that sense of comfort that our parents had when they were our age, I prefer to opt on the let's be more conservative, let's take care of this now.
Yes.
instead of waiting till it's broken and then try and fix it.
Yes. Well, you can imagine how many patients have we seen who have knee replacements, hip replacements, multiple joint replacements, organs being taken out, sections of organs taken out, surgeries of every kind.
And that didn't happen overnight. It took
Right.
30 years, 20, 30 years to
Right.
get to that point.
I've had so many patients that a simple heel lift, an adjustment 5 times a year would have prevented that had those adjustments been started, say, 10 years prior.
Yeah.
This is true prevention. And even if Medicare and Social Security comes around and is there, do we really want that kind of care anyway? It's disastrous. The
Not
side
from what I've
effects
seen.
could kill you. So that's not so good either. It's been fun working with you, and I hope we're going to be around for another 20 years, helping as many patients as possible.
I plan to be the crustiest old fart in my neighborhood. I don't know about anybody else.